Buenas gente, ¿cómo están? Aquí en un nuevo capítulo de The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt Next Gen Edition. Hoy estamos con el capítulo número 98, continuando con la historia principal. En el capítulo anterior llegamos hasta la Isla de las Brumas y buscamos a dos de los enanos perdidos. Estamos llevando al tercero y después de esto pues ya en teoría nos dejarán pasar. No voy a comentar mucho más de lo que va a pasar, más allá de que se viene mucho texto. Pero bueno, sin más vamos a comenzar.
The curse that held Uma proved hard to lift, but Yennefer and the Witchers managed to do it. The ugliest man alive revealed himself to be not man, but elf, and an elven sage at that. Avalach, for this was his name, was the elven mage who had helped Ciri flee the hunt, then hidden her away on the Isle of Mists.
Muy bien. Lleva a Caspar a la cabaña. Déjenme comprobar unas cosas. El brillo a un buen nivel. Esto a 60, está bien. Okay, con eso debería bastar.
Brought you your friend.
Sure. Let's hear him then.
Wake up.
I'm awake.
Gaspard! Stand back! I'm opening the door.
Gaspard! Ha! You seem a bit muddled.
Muddled. A bit drowsy, that's all.
What of the others?
Found one near a monster's den. He was already dead, sadly. Saw another fall from a cliff. Broke his neck.
Shit. Raverick told me to have an eye on the snot. 'Twas his nephew. Thanks for helping, and sorry I didn't trust you.
Oh, everything's gone wrong. What'll we do now?
Got a boat. You can leave with me, but I need to find someone first.
An ashen-haired lass?
Yes.
Oh, dreadful sorry.
What do you mean?
She's cold. Spirits left her.
Must have passed shortly before we found her.
Let's wait by the boat.
Guess not all of Vesemir's teachings have receded into oblivion.
A witcher can forget to eat, to drink, to breathe even. But a witcher never ever forgets to care for his blade.
Yeah, I used to repeat that incessantly. Never tired of doing it either.
What creature was it?
Huh? Creature?
One that gave you the scar over your left eye. It's new. I don't remember it.
Souvenir from the Cockatrice of Spala. Another addition to the collection. Nothing special. Yours is healed beautifully, though.
Avallac'h. He prepared some special ointments for me. But that was before the curse gripped him. Wonder where he is now.
We lifted the curse. He's at Kaer Morhen, waiting for you.
Are you serious? You must be. You'd not jest about something like that. A nice thing to wake up to.
You trust him?
Avallac'h? He's not let me down to date. Not once.
Why exactly is Avallac'h helping you? Sages have never been fond of humans.
He doesn't do it for me. It's about my power. As if it could ever be about anything else. Avallac'h tried to teach me how to control my ability. He was also making sure I didn't fall into Eredin's hands.
What's Eredin after? What's he want from you?
What everyone wants. Control of my powers. His homeworld faces annihilation. Eredin's decided to invade ours. Brilliant, wouldn't you say? Can't achieve much on his own, so he needs to bring an army. Except his navigators can't possibly move him and thousands of NL between planes. Their abilities won't allow it.
Whereas yours will.
Exactly. And if I die in the process, well, that's a necessary sacrifice.
How'd you ever start traveling with Avallac'h?
As soon as I'd left you and Yen on the Isle of Avalon, I found myself pursued. Eredin and his Red Riders were on my heels. I fled through many worlds, many times. They came very close to catching me once. It was then that Avallac'h appeared, out of nowhere. He found a portal, and took us to a world where Eredin couldn't find us for, oh, perhaps half a year.
The world where Eredin couldn't find you. What was it like?
You wouldn't believe me if I told you.
Try me.
People there had metal in their heads. Waged war from a distance, using things similar to megascopes. And there were no horses. Everyone had their own flying ship instead.
Siri, stop fooling around.
Told you wouldn't believe me. We should have stayed there.
So why'd you return?
I thought the hunt had lost my scent for good. I thought I was safe. Besides, I wanted to find you. You and Yennefer.
You were looking for us, we were looking for you. Times I thought you were just a step away. Other times, felt like I was going around in circles.
I'm not surprised. There were times I fled pell-mell headfirst and forward.
So tell me how it happened, step by step.
Eredin located us mere moments after we landed on Ard Skellig. Soon after, he and his riders surrounded us. I thought it was over, the end. Turned out Eredin had other plans. He produced the phylactery, uncorked it. A fog enveloped us, and Avallac'h began gasping for air.
That's how Eredin cursed Avallac'h, triggered his transformation into Uma?
Yes. He didn't wish to kill him. Humiliation, that's what he was after. But Avallac'h refused to succumb without a fight. He cast a spell that wrought havoc in the hunt's ranks.
And in a full half of a forest on Ard Skellig.
Yet it also gave us time to flee. Avallac'h opened a portal. I leapt in. He was supposed to follow right behind me, but something went awry. impaired by the curse, he failed to reach the portal in time. We had agreed that if anything went wrong and we were separated, we would meet at his hideout in Velen.
You landed with the crones. He ran into Kira.
Kira? Kira Metz? What's she doing in Velen?
Hiding from witch hunters.
Kira?
She developed a taste for country life, decided to open a practice out there.
Is that so? And does she lead her cows out to pasture at dawn? Milk them herself? I'd love to see that.
So would I. Except she'd need a cow, a luxury that would attract attention in Velen. And Kira's fiercely determined not to do that. She's hiding from witch hunters. But you failed to meet there.
Yes, we failed to. Once through the portal, instead of at Avalok's hideout, I landed right in the middle of Crookback Bog. I barely escaped the crones. And then there was the Baron. You know, he took me hunting. I killed a wild boar with my sword.
I heard.
A coincidence, really. I had no desire to hunt that day, but it felt wrong to refuse. I'd taken nothing remotely resembling a hunting weapon. I simply hadn't intended to hunt. I was wandering through the forest, breathing deep the air. And then I heard a strange sound. Unsettling.
Boar attacked you?
Mm-hmm. Big as a bison, and lumbering straight at me. And all I had was my sword. Had to manage.
Did just fine, judging by how the Baron's men remember it.
Simple soldiers, the whole lot. But we got along splendidly. A shame I had to leave. Flee. But I didn't want to bring the wild hunt down on them. Apart from which, I knew by then the curse was progressing. So instead of looking for Avalok, I decided to find you and Yen.
And that way turned out to be Dandelion. A good friend, but not necessarily the wisest choice under the circumstances.
The best I could do. Besides, what do you have against Dandelion?
Let me think. He's a chatterbox who's prone to hysteria and has about as much courage as a rabbit. Ideal partner for the heist of the century, really. So how'd you even meet a man like Horson Jr.?
You and Yennefer were nowhere to be found, and I needed someone who could fix the phylactery. No ordinary craftsman would do. I needed a mage, one with extraordinary powers. Dandelion took it upon himself to help me. It was as if his honor depended on it. He arranged a meeting with a mage, but it proved a trap set by the temple guard.
Failed to mention that.
Probably didn't want to worry you. Later, we learned the guard did that sort of thing regularly, in the hope of nabbing anyone who collaborated with mages. We needed to find another way. That was clear. Then Dandelion said he knew a man who owned a piece of Novigrad, as he put it, could do more than others. He was certain to know someone who could fix the phylactery.
Horson Jr.
Mm-hmm. I suspected it might not be the best idea, but I was desperate. I had no choice.
You suspected right. Horson was not the ideal partner in crime.
Damned simpleton got it in his head that we cheated him and kidnapped Dudu.
Who you promptly freed only to have to flee to Temple Isle. Great idea.
We hadn't planned it. Had no time to consider. We just bolted. I didn't even realize the guardsmen were driving me into a trap. Suddenly there I was, and I knew I had to disappear. At once.
And that's when you landed back in Skellige.
The shore of Hindisfjall. The first pleasant place that came to mind. Hjalmar and I used to swim there.
Wait, so you actually wound up there by accident? I thought you and Avalok had arranged something.
No, he simply sensed me use my power. Just as Eredin can sense where I am, where I travel. In fact, Eredin arrived soon after I did. His riders in tow. Once again, things happened quickly. Lofoten, the hunt's attack, my flight. And then, dreams. Just dreams.
What did you dream? I've had nothing but nightmares lately. Pretty horrible.
Likewise, for the most part. In one, a monster grown from a stillborn child chased you. Ugh, that was horrible. Had a few nice dreams. For example, in one we sat around a fire, drinking good wine, and all around people danced and laughed.
I like that one a lot better.
Me too. But these dreams, and the others, ended in some tower. No matter what I dream, in the end, I would enter a tower.
Recognize it? Know where it might be?
Not sure. I don't think so, but there was something familiar about it. And something terrifying. The tower was stark and dead. But at the same time, I felt I had to enter it.
Did you?
No. Dreams all ended with me searching for the entrance. And the last time, instead of the tower, I saw your grizzled face. If not for the scar over your eye, I'd have thought I was still dreaming.
I was afraid you were dead. Found some dwarves here. Said they'd try to wake you, but you were cold as ice and you weren't breathing.
And yet you came in.
Who listens to dwarves these days? Speaking of which, they're probably getting antsy. We should go. Got a boat on the beach. Once we land, we'll head for Kaer on horseback.
Right. Conventional means of travel. They're just better. Though a portal would be quicker.
And draw Eredin to us immediately. Rather not risk it. Besides, I hate portals. Damn. Listen, we gotta think of a way to... Get us out of here.
They'll know where we've gone. They'll know how to find me.
They already do. Ciri, take us home.
Whoa, now. There. Oh, what the? Welcome back, child.
Ciri! My, you've grown beautiful.
No point standing around. Come on, time to greet the others.
You've not changed a bit. Any of you. All just like I remembered.
What?
Little sis.
all here. Everyone you asked for help. Avalok's resting in the tower, still in pretty bad shape. No reason to do it out here. Come inside.
Damn, it's good to see you again.
Would you like a moment to yourselves?
Sorry, we didn't mean to...
I know. It's a simple question. Do you want some time alone?
Long as you really don't mind. Seemed to take that pretty well.
Or wants us to think she did.
Haven't been here in a while, have you?
Too long. How's the guest room? Anything changed?
Mm-hmm. The bed, it broke.
Not a problem. We'll sleep on the floor. Spread out a hide and...
Guess we should go.
Yeah, you know the Wild Hunt better than anyone else. Tell us about the magic they use.
Their navigators open portals, rifts that we might counter with Dimeritium or our own magic. They also summon the frost that occupies the voids through which they travel.
There's just not enough of us. It'll be a hard fight.
¿Qué onda, Helmar?
Thanks for coming.
We spent our lives preparing to face the shadows more.
We slew the giant, we'll slay the wraiths as well.
Ha ha! Aye.
Y están todos aquí.
You found her.
Salta.
Told me the hunt was after her, that those buggers might burst in uninvited. So I've made them a Hackman mix. When this plowing blows, it'll be bits and pieces, nothing more.
Bring all your tools with you?
Thought to myself, a battle approaches. Blades will need honing, plate will need some hammering, that sort of thing.
Thought right. Thanks, Sultan.
Plan to top that by brewing some more Mahakaman mix. Shite so volatile you need but glance at it to set it off like a flaming fart. Very useful during sieges.
Willing to craft something for me?
Of course, provided you've a diagram.
All right. We'll talk later, Zoltan.
I certainly hope this gas will work.
It shall. We must just ignite it at the right moment.
And that hole, is that there for good?
We shall worry about the hole once it is all over. And now, step back, Master Witcher. Anair, Anadar, Volanda.
Never thought gas could stink so much. We need to warn the others. Make sure no one comes through here with an open flame. What's next?
I could use a drink.
So could I. We'll find something after the council.
Whoever repaired these walls did a shoddy job of it.
What's the gas for?
It's highly flammable. I aim to detonate it. Incinerate a few of the hunt's riders in the process.
Castle walls won't suffer?
The fortress walls are in ruin. They cannot be harmed any more than they already are.
Maybe we can still patch up these holes.
We've got the materials.
I can help you if you wish.
What about Lambert?
I know exactly how he'll take to bricklaying.
Any advice, Ermion?
We must prepare our defenses. Our opponent is dangerous, and we know little about him.
You seem to be in a good mood.
If they bleed, they can die.
She's one of us, Geralt. No way we'll let him take her. Damn piece of junk. Barely younger than Vesemir.
Any progress?
Just can't get this thing to fling a bolt. They'll sooner appoint me Hierarch of Novigrad.
Eskel.
Greetings, Wolf.
Eskel.
Need some peace. Gotta prepare.
Elbow higher.
It's high enough.
You drop it a bit every time you release the string. Apart from which, flaming projectiles require a different trajectory.
You're here.
Glad to see you.
Huh. Set out alone, Vess tracked me down. Insisted on coming.
I ought to give you a hiding for not asking my help, but I took it all out in Roach along the way.
Ah, some old friends.
What's this whoreson doing here?
We need him.
You might have forgotten what he did. I haven't.
Gotta save Ciri, whatever the cost. And Letho's faced the hunt before.
I don't question his abilities. I simply don't trust him.
Letho won't betray us.
You're naive. Always have been. Usually I don't give a shit, but this time it could kill Vess and me both. Think this through before it's too late.
We'll stay and help. But we don't want him at our backs. Fuck!
Vess, don't be mad.
Poor judgment bringing the Kingslayer here.
Roach.
No desire to talk to you right now, Geralt.
Big fight ahead of us. How's morale?
Remember our encounter with them at the Hanged Man's Tree. We'll thrash him again this time.
Greetings, Geralt. If I'm to die today, I wish to look smashing for the occasion.
Getting all gussied up for the wild hunt?
Women only ever beautify themselves for their own satisfaction.
Glad you're here.
It's good to see you again.
Expected you earlier.
I started off heading in the opposite direction, but then turned around.
What made you change your mind?
There are times when a woman should simply not explain her decision. That goes doubly for sorceresses.
Won't find too many comforts, but try to feel at home. I know that look. Something eating you?
The hunt could arrive any minute.
Ok, está en silencio a propósito. Toda esta parte porque esta es la parte que más me gusta de todo el juego. Con diferencia. La batalla de Kaer Morhen. Aquí estoy viendo a ver si no está por aquí Avalak. Me escucho un ronquido. Pero no está en cama. Y no es probable que esté ahí arriba. Nunca he sabido si está Siri por aquí. Pero muy bien. Dejaremos el episodio en cuanto si me encuentro a Siri o algo más, pues podemos dejarlo por ahí. En el capítulo que sigue tendremos la reunión del consejo esta. Y después de eso, pues ya veremos. Empezará la batalla. Vamos bastante bien. Aunque no estoy seguro de si puedo salir de Kaer Morhen, porque me gustaría tener los buffos necesarios. No veo a Avalak. Bueno, entonces bajaremos y lo dejaremos por ahí. Por cierto, voy a estar intercalando entre el mod de Kaer Morhen restaurado y sin él. Porque me gusta mucho la iluminación y eso de Kaer Morhen, pero hay algunas cinemáticas que no se ven bien. Así que por ese lado, pues tendré que apagarlo y prenderlo un poco, digamos. No es como que no lo vayan a notar, pero bueno, solo voy sobre aviso para que no crean que está ocurriendo fallos en el capítulo que sigue. Pero bien, vamos a dejar el capítulo por aquí. Reanudar. Joder. Guardamos y podemos salir. No he completado una misión hasta donde yo sé. Ah, sí, la Isla de las Brumas. La voy a buscar. Aquí está, la Isla de las Brumas. Después de una larga búsqueda, Kaer estaba a punto de llegar a su objetivo. Avalak había escondido a Siri de la Cacería en la mágica Isla de las Brumas, a donde solo era posible llegar si el destino te consideraba digno o siguiendo a una luciérnaga, la opción más sencilla. Por lo tanto, Kaer se dispuso a zarpar hacia la isla para recuperar a Siri. Por fin, después de años de separación, de semanas buscando, de decenas de pistas falsas y preocupación infinita, Geralt había encontrado a Siri. Sin embargo, no tuvieron mucho tiempo para celebrar su reunión. En cuanto Siri despertó de su sueño mágico, la cacería salvaje captó su rastro e inició el ataque. A Geralt y a su hija adoptiva no les quedó más remedio que usar las aptitudes especiales de Siri para huir a Kaer Morhen y enfrentarse allí a los atacantes. Muy bien, vamos a salir y dejaremos el episodio por ahí. Muy bien, vamos a dejar el capítulo de hoy por aquí. Se vienen cosas muy interesantes. todo va a ser de historia durante un buen rato, durante unos 2 o 3 capítulos tal vez. Pero bueno, vamos a dejar el capítulo por aquí, eso ya lo dije. Si les ha gustado este capítulo de The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt Next Gen Edition, recuerden que pueden dejar un like, un comentario que nos ayudaría muchísimo. Yo soy Alfonso Gamer y nos vemos en el próximo video. Cuídense mucho y hasta la próxima. Adiós.